Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/slash Tales from Call Centers. In today's episode, so when you need to go to ER and need a nurse, good luck. Today I assisted the Zoomer vaccine resistance. Callers, your handling time is entirely in your hands. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. So when you need to go to ER and need a nurse, good luck. I work for a car rental company as an escalation agent. Basically, when a customer demands a supervisor, I take the call. Mobile format, so I'll keep it brief. Thank you for calling rental car company. My name is Henriquez Dumcousin. May I have your name, please? C. Customer. Thank you. How can I help you? C. I had an emergency. I won't be able to return the vehicle tonight. I need to return the vehicle in the morning. I see her rental agreement and see that the vehicle is due tonight at 1800. I do apologize, ma'am, but if I were to extend this for tomorrow morning, you will be charged an additional day. C. Why? She's one of those customers. My hands are tied, ma'am. I do apologize you're going through. C. What did you say? My hands are tied. I'm sorry you're going through this, but if you extend the reservation, the charge is valid. C. You guys are horrible. My apologies for the inconvenience. C. I was told they would give me an additional discount because I'm a nurse. This reservation has a discount applied to it already. C. That's the airline discount, not the discount for being a nurse. You already have the vehicle, ma'am. It's too late to add any additional discounts or coupons to your rental. C. You're being an **** hole, you know that. No, ma'am, I'm giving you facts. C. You're an **** hole and you're a supervisor? That I am. C. I can't believe that you're a supervisor. No longer giving ***CK, C. So when you need to go to ER and need a nurse, good luck. Thank you. Cust hangs up. I worked in an ER for the better part of a decade. I promise you, no one at work likes this person. We've all got ***T to do, Karen. That RN on your badge doesn't make you a supervisor, and you're not charged. Go do your own work instead of sitting your ass at the desk criticizing everyone. I genuinely don't mean this to come off as rude, but there's a weirdly high number of people I've met who are generally very awful, but also turn out to be RNs. Is there something about being a nurse that just attracts these types of people? I'd be willing to bet money that on this lady's regular vehicle she has a decal that says, Nurse Life. And people wonder why I've given up all hope in the medical profession and basically refuse to go to the doctor now. I've seen this type of attitude one too many times. Chances are you will need one someday. No one on earth never needs a doctor. I have a question about this. A few years ago my husband's mother died. We flew up and rented a car. The day before we left, snowstorm rolled in and the Massachusetts was put under a travel ban. The only vehicles allowed to be on the road were emergency and real essential workers. We missed our flight and had to turn the car in 2 days late. We were charged for another 2 days? Until the ban was lifted. We turned it in ASAP when roads opened. How does that fall on the customer? TIA. It's likely in the contract that you agreed to and signed. I guarantee you they've thought of everything in those contracts and they are designed to benefit them, not you. Does it's ***CK? Yeah. Is there anything OP can do about it? No. Buy rental insurance that covers late return due to extraneous circumstances. I work in retail and in my experience nurses are the only people that yell their profession in my face when I have to tell them no. Being a nurse isn't an automatic get-out-of-jail-free card, or means you get whatever you want. Good luck, she knows all the nurses. Ah, a sweet, professional nurse. Years ago, I worked for a video game console company. I got a woman who said that she was a pediatric oncology nurse. She wanted to do something that physically was impossible to do on the console, which I tried to explain to her. Instead, she took it as me not wanting to help her, and before we ended the call, she told me she hoped my kids got cancer, and when they do, she hopes no one would be willing to help me. From a mother and a supposed oncology nurse, I was amazed that she could wish that on anyone. And all over a video game console. Because now every time someone gives you a blood test, the results will say this person did not give a nurse a break when she didn't return a rental car on time. Today I assisted the Zoomer vaccine resistance. Call comes in. Caller wants to be anonymous. Cool bananas, how may I help you? Audio, the young lady is on a tram. Can I get a vaccine without my parents knowing? How old are you? -16. Okay, give me a minute to look that up. Can I put you on hold? Yes. I call floor support. Floor support, this is DN. Hey DN, it's D*vid again. When can a teenager get a vaccine without their parents' consent? Great question, let me see what I can find. Line goes silent. I do my Google foo. I've got it. It's 14. Oh yeah? After 14, your medical records become private. Your parents can't get access to them without your consent. Where did you find that? Googled it. We should add it to the knowledge base. Agreed. Good work. End call with floor support, go back to caller. Thanks for holding. Sorry it took a while. That's okay. If you're over 14, then you can consent to any medical procedure. Your parents cannot view your medical records for privacy reasons. Does that mean I can get a vaccine shot without telling my parents? Correct. Oh my God. Thank you. It's no trouble. Thank you. Can I do anything else for you? No, you've helped a lot. Happy to hear it. Bye bye. Doesn't want to risk catching it and spreading it to the dumb parents. What a champion. By dumb I just mean not allowing the kid to get it. If they don't want it, that's on them, but don't force your refusal on others. That's just as bad as those wanting a vaccine mandate. There's no such thing as religion children, there's only children of religion parents. This is particularly important to remember when dealing with religious sects that deny life-saving medical treatments. Are you in the US? Because when I took my kids, they required a parent, and all my kids were 14 to 17. They also wouldn't let my 17 years old get a COVID test on his own when I really didn't have time to take him and wait 2 hours in line. Australia. So, their parents are mega, but the kid is smart. Make Australia great again, apparently. What does mega have to do with vaccine hesitancy? So glad there are kids with more intelligence than their parents. Good. Kudos to the kid. My mother is anti-vax. I love rubbing it in her face that I'm up to date on jabs. My brother got his vaccine the other day, but he's too scared to tell our mom. He's 47 years old. Where did you find that? Googled it. Heh. That would be a hard stop for me. I would want to see the official government statement and a confirming memo from management before I ever dared to tell a caller what the legal truth was. It was from the Department of Health website that I got the info. Why can't we get our pipeline across Michigan, FGS? Because I'm not on the hotline. Walk as fuck. Good point, but have you considered Cleastongerif? You may want to look into that more before updating your knowledge base. It varies by state. In CA, minors cannot get the COVID vax without parental consent. OP works in Australia. Callers, your handling time is entirely in your hands. Scenario 1. Thanks for calling hotline. My name. Is it okay to keep a record of your details, or would you prefer to be anonymous? Anonymous. No problem. In that case, can I ask if you're Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander? No. And what's your postcode? Postcode. Thanks for that. How can I help you today? Time to inquiry 20 seconds. Scenario 2. Is it okay to keep a record of your details, or would you rather be anonymous? No, you can keep a record. Great. What is your name? Name. What is your date of birth? Dob. Are you Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander? Y/N. And can I get your postcode, please? Postcode. Great, and how can I help you today? Time to inquiry 40 seconds. Scenario 3, aka, how not to do it. Thanks for calling, hotline. My name is. Yeah, I just have a simple question, so can I? Sorry, before we start. And then if I were to. Sorry to interrupt, I just have to check with you if it's okay for me to keep a record of your details? Oh, I don't care, it's just a simple question. Okay. Can I get your name, please? Why do you need that? So that I can create a record. If you like, I can mark it as anonymous. My name's first name. And your last name? Why do you need that? This info is only so that we can do a privacy check if you call again. Whatever. My last name's surname. Thanks for that. What's your date of birth? How many effing questions are there? Only this one and 2 more, sir. Fine, mark me as anonymous. JFC. No problem. In that case, can I ask if you're Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander? Well, why is that important? This is a demographic question. The government needs to know if do racist term that refers to Aboriginal Australians get better treatment? No sir, it's just for demographic records. You know what? Put me down as racist term. No problem, ATSI left as neither. And what is your postcode? EFF me, how many more questions are there? This is the last one. Why do you need to know my effing postcode? Both for demographic reasons, and so that I can give you information relevant to your state or territory. Aren't you in state? No, sir, I'm in other state. This is a national hotline. Effing typical, you don't even know what you're talking about. My postcode is postcode. Thank you. How can I help? Time to inquiry 2 minutes. Ever since I worked in a call center, I have made sure to answer all questions of the agent as simple and short as possible. Just straight yes, no. I'll leave the pleasantries for later. I've also gotten a lot better at ending conversations after I learned from you guys that you're often not allowed to end a call. So now I just say thank you, you have helped me tremendously, and I have no further questions. Click. Congratulations, you have found the Konami code for getting the best possible customer service. Why was I on hold for 30 minutes? Because every caller spends 10 minutes complaining about how long they were on hold. 10 minutes asking why I need to ask troubleshooting questions. 8 minutes telling a random story. And 2 minutes to fix their issue. Really, how do they expect that question to be answered? Do they want a detailed breakdown of call volumes versus staffing levels, or do they want me to just say Susan brought donuts, so everyone's in the break room? Back in the 1900s, the call center I worked at had an opening script that took over 2 minutes to say, but our call handling times were expected to be something like 3 minutes or something ridiculous. Just opening and closing spiel took longer than management's expected total call time. When I pointed it out to my supervisor, they just rolled their eyes at me and said, I know. Left there pretty quickly for an amazing game system call center. The back in the 1900s just ruined my day. When I worked in credit card customer service for Bank of America, they drilled this into our heads. I started having panic attacks and became suicidal from the stress. I walked out in March 6, 2018 and never looked back. I worked at a bank too, and I empathize. Your mental health is worth more than a job, good on you. Working for Discover right now, and just started recently and hope it doesn't get that bad here. Controlling the call is so important, and I reckon I was good at it, but it's exhausting. Totally. I wish I was allowed to gather the required info however I wanted to, but I got called up once for not following the script, so now I only follow the script. My way would be better, but that's life when you work for the government. We refer to it as letting them drive, like if I have to call the bank about a mutual customer, I let them drive because I know they have an opening checklist just like we do. I wish more customers understood that. Yo, your time is valuable, and I'm trying to help you not waste it, so just shut the F***ck up and let me drive. Are you Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander? When is that question ever relevant? Demographic records? Correct. The government wants to know whether their policies are reaching the ATSI communities. There are specialist numbers for ATSI community members to call. If there are a lot of ATSI community members calling the general helpline, it indicates that the specialist numbers have not been adequately communicated. Scenario 4. Plus, thanks for calling, hotline, my name's name. How may I help you? How would I go about doing government-related stuff, specific to the state of the caller? Plus, what state are you in, please? State. Plus, answer to the question asked. Thanks, have a good day. Plus, bye. Time to inquiry, 3 seconds. Would be nice if agents were allowed to deviate from the script. Always state the benefit for the customer or reason before asking the customer for something. Scripts that don't do this are garbage. Agents who don't do this will constantly annoy irrational callers and end up having to listen to them complaining without getting stuff done. These argumentative calls were way reduced when I started prefacing with "I'm going to ask you a series of verification questions to validate you for fraud and social engineering prevention purposes." I do state the reasons. The first 3 questions are for privacy checks if you call again. The last 2 are demographics questions so that the government knows where case clusters could be happening. Time to inquiry, 2 minutes. 2 minutes? Wow, that is fast. I have been on calls where verification took 15 minutes. For a problem that took less than 30 seconds. I was calling the customer to tell them they had overpaid their loan and would be getting a refund check. When in doubt, turn down your headset volume and railroad them. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.